Good afternoon everyone. My name is Francisca Vega, NIM 21104177367, jurusan manajemen, mata kuliah bahasa Inggris, hari Senin tanggal 24 Januari 2022, kelas M2, dosen Adi Mursalin SEMM. Once there was a poor man. His name was Hans. He had no money, no house, and no food, but he was happy. I find something, he said, worth down this road to the next town. After a short time, a very old woman called to him from across the road. What do you want? Asked Hans. What do you want? Said the old woman. What do I want? I want money. You can have money, said the old woman. Take this magic blue coat and climb to the top of that tall tree. Then come down inside it. You will come into a great room wide 300, like there are the door. Go towards the first door and you will see a big box. On the box sit a dog white ace, a large SX. Don't be afraid, it won't hurt you. Put my blue coat on the floor. Take the dogs and put it down on the couch in front of the books. Open the books and you will some money. Take some. Go to the second door and you will see bigger books. On the book sits a dog with as orange. Don't be afraid, it won't hurt you. Put the dog down on the couch in front of the books. Open the books and you will see gold. Take some. Go through the third door. There you will see the big books. On the books sit a dog, white as earth. Explains, don't be afraid, it is friendly. There are jewels in its books. Take some, this is wonderful, said Hans. But what can I do for you? I don't want any money or jewels, said the old woman. I only went on little thing. In the third room, there is a small glass book. My grandmother lost is there. Bring me that books. Hans climbed up the tree and then down. Inside the tree, he went down and down and down. Then he saw the 300. Like in the third door, he opened the first door and went into a little room. There on a box was a dog, white as earth, as eggs. Good dog, said Hans. He remembered the old woman word. He put her blue coat on the floor. He took the dog and put it down and the coat in front of the book. He opened the book and he got very excited. He took some money and put it in his hat. He put the dog back on the book and went into the second room. There on a book was a dog white as large as orange. You're a fine dog, said Hans. He put the dog down in front of the book and opened the book. His eyes were suddenly as yellow as the gold in the book. Hans took some gold and put it in his hat. Then we went to the saloon. This dog eyes, we are large as plates. You are a very fun dog, he said. Hans looked at the jewels in the books. His eyes were suddenly red, blue, yellow, green, and gold. He took some jewels and put them in his southern. He remembered that old moment glass book. He found it on the floor next to the dog. He climbed up inside the tree again. It was harder, this time with a heavy gold angel, but he got out of the tree, threw down the book, called the woman when she saw him, but he did not throw it. Suddenly a stone hit him on the head. "Help, I'm going too far," and the dog, but had put up hand and he did not fall. "Did you throw the stone?" I called. "Yes." "No, give me tea." She was not very friendly. "No, I'm not going to give it you," he answered. The old woman got very angry, and her face was very ugly. He climbed to the ground and walked away down the road. She called his name, but they did not answer. She called to nothing. It was night when he came to the one. He found a very nice room and asked for the best food. The next day he went out and bought beautiful clothes. He was a very important and right man, people dog. He suddenly had many friends. One day somebody asked him, "Do you know about the princess?" "What princess?" asked Han. Wo is she? Where does she live?" "You cannot see her," answered the man. "Why not?" "Because she is in a big house and she can live it there is only under. The windows are high up. She never goes out." The king said, "Nobody can see her. Why does she live in that way?" Excellence. "Because a clever old man said to the king, 'Your daughter will marry a poor man.'" The king was very angry. He built the big house with high windows and shut the princess in it. "I want to see the princess," said Hans. He found the house and went to the door, but the king's servant quickly sent him away. Then he put on his most expensive clothes and went to the king's home. The king was very angry. "Don't come near my house again," he said. "I will cut off your head and put it on a stick." Hans' life will at this time and quickly use his money. One day he only had 2 jewels. He left his nice room. He found a poor house and lived in it. Hans was poor now. Nobody cooked his food, nobody cleans his house. His right friends did not invite him to their home. He tried to find the three dogs again, but he couldn't even eat. After a short time and had no money for food, he looked around his room. What could he sell there? On the table, he saved the little glass book. "First, I can buy some bread." "Why this?" he thought. "Why did the old woman want it? It is glass, but I can see into the purpose. There are jewels or gold inside." He tried to open the books, but he hit it once with his hand. Suddenly, the dog with eyes as large as eggs appeared in front of him. "What do you want?" asked the dog. What do I want?" cried Hans. "I want money." The dog went away. It quickly came back with a bag of money in its mouth. Hans knocked. Then he said, "I know the first dog came when I had the book on. The second dog will come when I hit the book again. The third dog will come when I hit the book 3 times." He had the book 1, 2, and the dogs with eyes as alive as orange. Biro Gul He hit the books the 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and the duke with ace alert, splits, broke Zeus' hand was right again. He booked beautiful clothes and moved to a big house. All these friends come back. Why didn't you visit us? He said, where were you? Hans did not like these friends. He talked only of the said princess. You can never go out the house. She can never walk in the garden. Her mother is dead. She can only speak to the servant and the old king. She has an unhappy life. One night, Hans could not sleep. Suddenly, he had an idea and he got up from his bed. He took the glass book and hit it on the duke come. It is night, a beautiful night, said Hans, and nobody will see. I know that the princess will like a walk in my garden. Bring her very quickly. The dog come back. The prince was asleep on its back. Her beautiful frock was set. Hans woke her and took her into the garden. Where am I? She cried. What is happening? She was afraid. You are walking with me in my garden, said Hans. Look, the flower. Are I asleep? His garden, cried the princess. I outside, white the ground under my feet and the sky over my head. No walls, no windows. I can hear the sound of the night around me. They walked for a long time. Then the sun started to appear. I have to go, she said. But how did I get here? Hans told her about the glass books and the dogs. She hid the books and called the dog. Good dog, she said when I afraid. You have beautiful eyes. Take me home. I don't want anybody to see us. Thank you for this night, Hans. The princess climbed on the dog's back and fell asleep. The next day, the princess did not remember anything, but she felt different. Her servant Anna, a jealous and unkind woman, woke her. She said, "Wake up, princess. It is the middle of the day. The king is waiting for you." Is he, said the princess, and she jumped happily out of bed. Look, Anna. It's a beautiful day. Anna started to think. A number of things were strange first. The princess always got up at 7 o'clock, but today it was 12 o'clock. Second, the princess was always sad, but today she was happy. Third, the bottom of the princess' nightdress was dirty, for there was a beautiful white flower on the princess' bedroom floor, but there were no white flower in the king's garden. Anna went to the king. Let's wait and wax, said the king. When she goes out again, we'll follow her. And was in love with the princess. He talked about her all day and all night. After the 3 days, he called what he hid the glass book 1, 2, and the dog white as large as orange as bright. Please bring the princess to my garden, he said. The dog went to the princess, but Anna was there too. The dog carried the princess away on its back, and Anna followed. The dog stopped at the door of a big house and went in. Anna wrote the letter on the door and went home. Hans and the princess were in the garden. Hans told the story of the old woman and the three dogs and the glass box. He told the princess about his foremother and about his dear brother. and three sisters. The princess loved his stars. She talked about her parents. My father was a great man and a good king, she said. But when my mother died, he came. Suddenly he was all tired and said he should me in that house. Now he gets angry about little things. He does want to be king. He wants white flower in his garden. My mother loved white flower, but now his flower always the red of the morning. Sun start to light up the ski. The princess said good night. Two hands he did book, one shoe and the second dog. A bright white is as big as orange. This dog called see everything. It saw the on the door and it told Hans, love Hans, come with me quickly and we will write on every door in this street and the next street. The next day, Anna told the king the story of the night. The king took Anna and some men to Hans street. Here is the house, cried Anna. No, here it is, cried the king. One of the men ran to them. The house is in the next street. He said, "Tree is on the door." Every house had an queue at its door. The king was very angry and went home. Later that day, Anna thought of another plan. She went into her room and shut the door. She made a small bag and she put little white note in the bag. She made a small cut in the bottom of the bag and then put it in the princess' clothes. Now she said, when the princess goes, what? The little snot will fall onto the road. We can follow the stones to the house. The night Hans called the princess a gate with the glass book. They walked in the garden. The dog with eyes as plates white at the front of the house. I would like to be a prince, said Hans. I would like not to be a princess, said the princess. Why? Asked Hans. She did answer. I want to be a prince, as he said, because I want to marry you. They sat down in yonder a tree. Hans put the glass book and on the ground next to him. Don't be a prince, she said. I can love a prince. I will be a fourth girl and you will be Hans. At that means the dog saved the king and Anna with 100 servants. They came out of the king's house and looked at the little white stones. The white stone shone in the dirt, and they followed them. The dog ran to the princess. The king is coming, it cried. Come quickly. The dog ran away through the street with the princess on its back. The king, Anna, and the servant arrived at Hans' house. Is the princess here? Cried the king, and did answer suddenly. The king saved his daughter. Little saw on the ground next to some beautiful white flower. He could speak for a minute. He said angrily to Hans, my water will cut off your head at o'clock tomorrow. The servant took her to the king's house and shut him in a room. Hans looked for his glass book. Where was it lost? He could not call the ducks. Then he remembered it was under the tree. When the sun came up, Hans went to the window and looked out. He was very high up. He saw a little boy below him and called to him, hey, little boy, what do you want? cried the boy. "Then run to my house, say to my servant, Hans has a little glass book. It is in the garden, under a tree. He wants me to bring it to the king's house. When you bring me the book, I will give you 3 points. The boy desperate a little time later. He came back with the book. Throw it up to me, called Hans. The boy threw up the book and Hans caught it. Then he threw down the money. At the minute the door opened and the king's men came in. They took Hans to a big secure in the center of the town. Everybody from the town has there. They went towards the king, stood in the middle of the square with the important people of the town round him. In front of Hans stood a big strong woodcutter. He wore a long red coat and a tall black hat. "Are you ready?" said the king to the woodcutter. "Are you ready?" said the woodcutter. The Hans, "No," cried Hans, and he took out the glass book. "Are you ready?" said the woodcutter to Hans. "No," cried Hans, and he hit the book once. He hit the book again, 1, 2, and then again, 1, 2, 3. The 3 dogs stood in front of him. "Take the woodcutter away," he said to the dog with eyes as large as eggs. "Throw him in the river." The dog ran away with the water on his back. "Take the king's men away," Hans said to the dog with eyes as large as plates. The dog got bigger and bigger. Everybody was with open mouths. Now the dog was as big as a house. The king's men were very afraid and ran away. "Bring the princess here," Hans said to the dog with eyes as big as orange. "Where is the king?" he cried. In a short time the princess and the king stood in front of Hans with the dogs behind them. "Do you want to be king?" Hans asked. "As the old king, no," said the king. "I only want to have white flower in my garden and a happy doctor. When the princess and I marry, white flower will live in your garden again, and the princess will be happy." And so Hans married the princess. The new king and queen lived happily for many years. They had 6 children and a very big garden. The old king lived his last years near them. His garden was a sea of white flower, and you. And thank you. Translate dalam bahasa Indonesia. Pernah ada seorang pria miskin, namanya Hans. Dia tidak punya uang, tidak ada rumah, dan tidak ada makanan. Tapi dia senang. Saya akan menemukan sesuatu yang dia katakan. Saya akan berjalan di jalan ini ke kota berikutnya. Setelah waktu yang singkat, seorang wanita yang sangat tua menelpon kepadanya dari seberang jalan. "Apa yang kamu inginkan?" bertanya pada Hans. "Apa yang kamu inginkan?" kata wanita tua itu. "Apa yang saya inginkan? Saya ingin uang kamu dapat memiliki uang," kata wanita tua itu. "Ambil mantel biru ajaib ini dan naik ke puncak pohon tinggi itu. Turun di dalamnya. Anda akan masuk ke sebuah ruangan besar dengan 300 lampu. Ada 3 pintu masuk melalui pintu pertama. Dan Anda akan melihat sebuah kotak besar. Di atas kotak itu duduk seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar telur. Jangan takut, itu akan jika Anda meletakkan mantel biru saya di lantai. Ambil anjing itu dan letakkan di atas mantel di depan kotak. Buka kotak itu dan Anda akan melihat uang. Ambil beberapa, lewati pintu kedua dan Anda akan melihat kotak yang lebih besar di kotak itu. Duduk anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk, jangan takut. Tidak ada salahnya Anda meletakkan anjing di atas mantel di depan kotak terbuka kotak dan Anda akan melihat emas mengambil beberapa melewati pintu ketiga. Di sana Anda akan melihat kotak terbesar. Di dalam kotak duduk seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar piring. Jangan takut, ramah ada permata di dalam kotaknya. Ambil beberapa ini, luar biasa, kata Hans. Tapi apa yang bisa saya lakukan untuk Anda? Saya tidak ingin uang atau emas atau permata, kata wanita tua itu. Saya hanya ingin satu hal kecil. Di kamar ketiga ada kotak kaca kecil. Nenek saya hilang di sana. Bawakan saya itu. Tangan kotak memanjat pohon dana. Turun di dalam pohon. Dia turun dan turun dan turun. Kemudian dia melihat 300 lampu dan 3 pintu. Dia membuka pintu pertama dan masuk ke sebuah ruangan kecil. Di sana di atas sebuah kotak ada seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar telur. Anjing yang baik, kata Hans. Dia ingat kata-kata wanita tua itu. Dia meletakkan mantel birunya di lantai. Dia mengambil anjing itu dan meletakkannya di mantel di depan kotak. Dia membuka kotak itu dan dia sangat bersemangat. Dia mengambil sejumlah uang dan memasukkannya ke dalam topinya. Dia letakkan anjing itu kembali di kotak dan pergi ke kamar kedua. Di sana di atas kotak ada anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk. Kamu anjing yang baik, kata Hans. Dia meletakkan anjing itu di depan kotak dan membuka kotak. Matanya tiba-tiba sekuning emas di dalam kotak. Hans mengambil beberapa emas dan memasukkannya ke dalam topinya. Lalu dia pergi ke ruangan terakhir. Mata anjing ini sebesar piring. Anda adalah anjing yang sangat baik, katanya Hans. Melihat permata di dalam kotak, matanya tiba-tiba memerah, biru, kuning, hijau, dan emas. Dia mengambil beberapa permata dan meletakkannya di sepatunya. Lalu dia ingat meletakkan kotak kaca wanita tua itu. Dia menemukannya di lantai di sebelah anjing. Dia memanjat ke dalam pohon lagi. Kali ini lebih sulit dengan emas dan permata yang berat. Tetapi dia keluar dari pohon, melemparkan kotak yang disebut wanita tua itu. Ketika dia melihatnya, tetapi dia tidak melemparkannya, tiba-tiba sebuah batu mengenai kepalanya. Tolong, aku akan jatuh dan mati, dia pikir, tapi dia mengulurkan tangan dan dia tidak jatuh. Apakah kamu melempar batu itu? Dia memanggil. Ya, sekarang beri aku. Dia tidak terlalu ramah. Sekarang saya tidak akan memberikannya kepada Anda. Dia menjawab. Wanita tua itu menjadi sangat marah dan wajahnya sangat jelek. Dia naik ke tanah dan berjalan pergi ke jalan. Dia memanggilnya nama, tetapi dia tidak menjawab. Dia tidak bisa berbuat apa-apa. Itu malam ketika dia datang ke kota, dia menemukan kamar yang sangat bagus dan meminta makanan terbaik. Keesokan harinya, dia pergi keluar dan membeli pakaian yang indah. Dia adalah orang yang sangat penting dan orang kaya mengira dia tiba-tiba punya banyak teman. Suatu hari, seorang bertanya dia, "Tahukah kamu tentang putri?" "Apa putri?" bertanya Hans. "Siapa dia? Di mana dia tinggal?" "Kamu tidak bisa melihatnya," menjawab pria itu. "Mengapa tidak?" "Karena dia di rumah besar dan dia tidak bisa meninggalkannya. Hanya ada satu pintu, jendelanya tinggi sampai dia tidak pernah keluar." Raja mengatakan tidak ada yang bisa melihatnya. "Mengapa dia hidup dengan cara itu?" tanya Hans. "Karena seorang lelaki tua yang pandai berkata kepada raja, putrimu akan menikah dengan orang miskin." Raja sangat marah. Dia membangun rumah besar dengan jendela tinggi dan tutup putri di dalamnya. "Saya ingin melihat, kata putri Hans. Dia menemukan rumah dan pergi ke pintu, tetapi pelayan raja dengan cepat mengirimnya pergi. Kemudian dia mengenakan pakaiannya yang paling mahal dan pergi ke rumah raja. Raja sangat marah. "Jangan dekati rumahku lagi," dia berteriak. "Aku akan memenggal kepalamu dan meletakkannya di atas tongkat agar hidup dengan baik saat ini dan dengan cepat menggunakan uangnya." Suatu hari, dia hanya memiliki 2 permata. Dia meninggalkan kamarnya yang bagus. Dia menemukan sebuah rumah miskin dan tinggal di dalamnya. Hans miskin sekarang tidak ada yang memasak makanannya, tidak ada yang bersihkannya sepatunya. Teman-temannya yang kaya tidak mengundangnya ke rumah mereka. Dia mencoba mencari pohon dengan ketiga anjing itu lagi, tetapi dia tidak dapat menemukannya setelah beberapa saat. Hans tidak punya uang, tidak ada uang untuk makanan. Dia melihat sekeliling kamarnya, apa yang bisa dia jual. Di sana di atas meja dia melihat kotak kaca kecil. Mungkin saya bisa membeli roti dengan ini, dia berpikir. Mengapa wanita tua itu menginginkannya itu kaca? Tapi aku tidak bisa melihatnya. Mungkin ada permata atau emas di dalamnya. Dia mencoba membuka kotak itu, tetapi dia tidak bisa. Dia memukulnya sekali dengan tangannya. Tiba-tiba anjing dengan mata sebesar telur muncul di depannya. Apa yang kamu inginkan? Bertanya pada anjing. Apa yang saya inginkan? Menangis Hans. Saya ingin uang. Anjing itu pergi dengan cepat kembali dengan sekantong uang di mulutnya. Hans berpikir, lalu dia berkata, saya tahu anjing pertama datang ketika saya memukul kotak sekali. Anjing kedua akan datang ketika saya memukul kotak lagi. Anjing ketiga akan datang ketika saya memukul kotak 3 kali. Dia memukul kotak 1, 2, dan anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk membawa emas. Dia memukul kotak 3 kali, 1, 2, 3. Dan anjing dengan mata sebesar piring permata tempat Hans kaya lagi. Dia membeli pakaian yang indah dan pindah ke rumah besar. Semua teman-temannya kembali. Mengapa kamu tidak mengunjungi kami? Dia berkata, di mana kamu Hans? Tidak menyukai teman-teman ini. Dia hanya memikirkan putri yang sedih. Dia tidak akan pernah bisa keluar. Dia pikir dia tidak akan pernah bisa berjalan di taman ibunya. Sudah mati. Dia hanya bisa berbicara dengan para pelayan dan raja tua. Dia memiliki kehidupan yang tidak bahagia. Suatu malam Hans tidak bisa tidur. Tiba-tiba dia punya ide dan dia bangun dari tempat tidurnya. Dia mengambil kotak kaca dan memukulnya. Begitu anjing datang itu malam-malam yang indah, kata Hans, dan tidak ada yang akan melihat saya. Tahu bahwa sang putri akan menyukai jalan-jalan di kebunku. Bawa dia ke sini. Dengan sangat cepat anjing itu kembali. Sang putri tertidur di punggungnya. Wajahnya yang cantik sedih. Hans membangunkannya dan membawanya ke taman, di mana dia menangis. Dan apa yang terjadi? Dia takut. Kamu berjalan denganku di tamanku, berkata Hans. Lihat bunganya tertidur tamannya, teriak sang putri. Apakah saya di luar dengan tanah di bawah kaki saya dan langit di atas kepala saya? Tidak ada dinding, tidak ada jendela. Saya bisa mendengar suara malam di sekitar saya. Mereka berjalan untuk waktu yang lama. Kemudian matahari mulai muncul. Saya harus pergi, katanya. Tapi bagaimana caranya saya sampai di sini? Hans memberitahunya tentang kotak kaca dan anjing-anjing. Dia memukul kotak dan memanggil anjing itu anjing yang baik. Dia berkata, ketika tampaknya kamu memiliki mata yang indah, bawa aku pulang. Aku tidak ingin ada yang melihat. Kami terima kasih untuk malam ini. Tangan sang putri naik di punggung anjing dan tertidur. Keesokan harinya sang putri tidak ingat apa-apa, tapi dia merasa berbeda. Hambanya anak seorang wanita cemburu dan tidak baik membangunkannya. Katanya, bangun putri, itu adalah tengah hari. Raja sedang menunggumu. Dia berkata sang putri, dan dia melompat dengan gembira dari tempat tidur. Lihat anak, itu hari yang indah. Ana mulai berpikir beberapa hal yang aneh. Pertama, sang putri selalu bangun jam 7, tapi hari ini jam 12. Kedua, sang putri selalu sedih, tapi hari ini dia senang. Ketiga, bagian bawah gaun malam sang putri kotor. Keempat, ada bunga putih yang indah di lantai kamar. Tidur sang putri, tetapi tidak ada bunga putih di taman raja. Ana pergi ke raja. Mari kita tunggu dan perhatikan, kata raja ketika dia keluar lagi. Kita akan mengikutinya. Hans jatuh cinta dengan sang putri. Dia mengikirkannya sepanjang hari dan sepanjang malam. Setelah 3 hari dia tidak sabar. Dia mukul kotak kaca. 1, 2, dan anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk muncul. Tolong bawa sang putri ke kebun saya, katanya. Anjing itu pergi ke sang putri. Papi Ana juga ada di sana. Anjing itu membawa sang putri pergi dengan punggungnya dan Ana mengikuti anjingnya. Berhenti di pintu sebuah rumah besar dan masuk. Ana menulis huruf X di pintu dan pulang. Hans dan sang putri berjalan di taman. Hans menceritakan kisah wanita tua dan pohon dan 3 anjing dan kotak kaca. Dia memberi tahu sang putri tentang ibunya yang malang dan tentang 3 saudara laki-laki dan 3 saudara perempuannya. Sang putri menyukai ceritanya. Dia berbicara tentang orang tuanya. Ayah saya adalah pria yang hebat dan raja yang baik, katanya. Tapi ketika ibuku meninggal, dia berubah tiba-tiba. Dia tua dan lelah dan sedih. Dia menembakku di rumah itu. Sekarang dia marah tentang hal-hal kecil. Dia tidak ingin menjadi raja, dia ingin bunga putih di tamannya. Ibuku mencintai bunga putih, tapi sekarang bunganya selalu mati. Merahnya matahari pagi mulai menerangi langit. Sang putri mengucapkan selamat malam kepada Hans. Dia memukul kotak 1, 2, dan anjing kedua muncul dengan matanya sebesar jeruk. Anjing ini bisa melihat semuanya. Dia melihat tanda X di pintu dan bisa memberitahukan Hans. Ho ho ho. Love Hans, ikut saya dengan cepat dan kami akan menulis X di setiap pintu di jalan ini dan 10 jalan berikutnya. Keesokan harinya, Anna menceritakan kepada raja kisah malam. Raja membawa Anna dan beberapa pria ke jalan. Hans, di sini adalah rumah, teriak Anna. Tidak di sini, seru aja. Salah satu pria berlari ke arah mereka. Rumahnya ada di jalan berikutnya, katanya di sana. Mereka rumah di jalan berikutnya, dia bilang ada X di pintu. Setiap rumah memiliki X di pintu. Raja sangat marah dan pulang. Kemudian hari itu Anna memikirkan rencana lain. Dia pergi ke kamarnya dan menutup pintu di pintu. Dia membuat tas kecil dan dia memasukkan batu putih kecil ke dalam tas. Dia membuat sayatan kecil di bagian bawah tas dan kemudian memasukkannya ke dalam pakaian sang putri. Sekarang dia berkata ketika sang putri keluar, batu-batu kecil itu akan jatuh ke jalan. Kita bisa mengikuti batu ke rumah malam itu. Hans memanggil sang putri lagi. Dengan kotak kaca mereka berjalan di taman. Anjing dengan mata sebesar kuda menunggu di depan rumah saya. Ingin menjadi pangeran, berkata Hans. Saya tidak ingin menjadi putri, kata putri. Mengapa, bertanya Hans. Dia tidak menjawab. Aku ingin menjadi pangeran, katanya, karena aku ingin menikahimu. Mereka duduk di bawah pohon tangan, meletakkan kotak kaca di tanah di sebelahnya. Jangan menjadi pangeran, katanya. Saya tidak bisa mencintai seorang pangeran. Saya akan menjadi gadis miskin dan Anda akan menjadi tangan. Pada saat itu anjing melihat raja dan Hana dengan 100 pelayan mereka keluar dari rumah raja dan melihat batu putih kecil. Batu putih bersinar dalam kegelapan dan mereka mengikuti mereka. Anjing itu berlari ke putri raja. Raja datang, dia menangis, cepat datang. Sekian dan terima kasih.